In this video, I want to talk to you about phone fasting. And before we get into that, I just want to show you my new favorite place right now. This is in my town. It looks, just hearing the water. I was going for my walk because I've done about 14k steps yesterday, and today I want to try and do about 10. I am sick, so you're gonna hear my nose is a bit clogged up. But in this video, like I said, I want to talk about phone fasting and what it actually means to me. So, first of all, my daughter said to me that she wants me to have no phone around her anymore because she doesn't like it, right? So that was a very big indicator for me that I'm addicted to my phone, because no matter what situation I'm in, I'm always trying to find a way to jump into my phone, right? Whether it's checking DMs on school, whether it's IG, that YouTube, there's just always something that grabs my attention to want to jump into my phone, right? I don't have notifications on, but it's just the curiosity in my head of, what's going on there, or what's going on there, right? So I'm noticing that curiosity is the thing that's sparking me to use my phone as much, but also it's just not winding down. So that's the whole reason why I said now that the most important part of my journey now is nutrition, wellness, and phone fasting is going to be one of the things that I have to implement in my journey to improve my wellness. Because I've got a huge following on IG. I've got a lot of members in my community. They message me every day, all right? I've got client work. I'm posting every single day, not just on YouTube, but also on IG as well. So, there's a lot going on. And I'm constantly just always using my phone as a way to keep on working. But what I need to do is I need to have a fasting of the phone where there's a certain window of time where I don't use my phone. And I've had to put that rule in place now, especially now that my daughter's really calling it out. And I finish my day at 7, I start at 10. It's coming up to it's at 11, it's 9:15 right now. I just dropped my daughter to the bus stop and I'm doing this walk. I stopped here and I said I'm going to do a video. I love this water, so I'm going to finish this video and I'm going to sit here for 10 minutes and just look at the water and just watching the stream, and then walk back and get some eggs and then get my breakfast and have a shower, right? So I want to start my morning at 10, my work day, and I've got a client call at 10. I have a client call at 3 and a client call at 5 today. So basically what I want to achieve with this phone fast is that I only use my phone between when I've dropped my daughter off until 7, but I'm not using my phone. It's just my phone is accessible for me to use. But for the clients, if they're messaging me on WhatsApp, things like that, right? And recorded like I'm doing now. So this is a part of my my morning routine, is that I always do a video, whether it be in the morning or the afternoon. I chose to do morning today. And basically my nose must be completely I'm sorry, but I just obviously have to show up as I am, right? My nose is completely clogged up right now. The more I speak, the more it clogs up. But I'm going to be, just making sure I look after myself with the honey and lemon or whatever. But basically, with the phone fasting, I don't want to be using my phone while I'm with my daughter, in terms of doing work activities, right? So anything to do with work, I kind of want to nip that in the bud when I'm with my daughter. From 7 o'clock in the evening, when I finish my shift, I do my FBI journal, and then I go into being with my daughter, my family, start cooking dinner, and then we have dinner together, and then I put her to bed, and then there's no phone from 7, after my FBI journal, there's no phone after that, until the next day when I've dropped her off at about 8:45 at the bus stop. And then obviously I'll check if there's anyone that's booked a call in my calendar. I'll check things like, what my day looks like. Okay, what I got ahead. Any reminders that I might have, I'll check that. And then I'll start my walk, obviously, and do the walk that I'm doing now. and then obviously do a video, right? So yeah, that's kind of the routine for me right now. And that's what phone fasting, because I feel like with phone fasting, the reason why I call it phone fasting and not like detox from the phone, because I want it to be that there's a specific time that I shut off and I stop working and then look forward to the next day to continue working, versus it being like I burn myself out, I go all the way until maybe 10, don't get much sleep, and then wake up the next day and I feel not really optimized for the day, the next day, right? So I'm finding it really important that when I have no phone at that time, I get to prepare. This is really important for me. Preparation the day before is what everyone always says is the most important, but for us it's so hard to do because we're on our phone at that time. The time where we should be preparing for the next day is when we say, oh, we've had a long day, so let me just jump on social media and check some messages or check some videos or watch a YouTube video or watch Netflix. And while we're doing all of that, we're not giving ourselves time to do the preparation for the next day. And that preparation could take not too long, but we just have it that our day's over now and now we get to relax. But what we call relax is watching stuff and stimulating ourselves even more from the stuff that we're watching, right? I'm trying to nip that in the bud. So I don't want any screens. There's going to be the TV maybe on with some like music in the background, like, you know, like one of those meditation type, like, you know, sounds in the background. Something like that with like, I don't know, a fireplace, like something like that will be on the screen. But I'm trying to get my family to see how committed I am to this, and it's going to obviously make them want to follow suit in terms of the screens. So I'm saying, Maya, I'm not doing any screens in the evenings, and you can't do either, right? So you can't watch your TV, like watching cartoons in the evening. We're going to eat together. We're going to be present. We're going to talk about how our day was. We're going to, you know, eat the food and get ourselves ready for bed and be on time for bed. So I feel like my phone prolongs that. So I had to put something in place. I'm going to cut this very short because my nose is starting to clog up so much now. But phone fasting, I feel like it's really important. I think you should implement it in your journey if you feel like if you have a phone addiction like I did, really addicted to my phone, man. I have to just accept that I was very, very addicted to my phone. And it's because I've got a lot of activity happening through my phone. And I'm trying to optimize my phone to be something that's used wisely. So for example, today, what I'm going to do is I have to have conversations with people in the DMs because, of course, there's messages in my school community, there's messages on IG, right? That people are messaging me every single day. So I like to go through them because people are taking time to obviously message me, or they're interested in learning more about what it's like to work with me and stuff like that, right? So what I want to do today is that to add to my step count, I want to, at home, instead of being at the desk and doing the DMs at the desk, I'm going to be walking. I've got like my passageway is quite long in the flat. So I'm just going to walk up and down the flat, just pacing back and forth, and I'm just going to reply to messages. But I'm going to get obviously my steps in while I'm doing that, and I'm going to put some sounds on in my ears that are like, you know, focus sounds, just like as if I was at the desk. So like if you imagine if I was on a treadmill at my desk and I was doing that, instead I'm just going to actually do actual steps, not a treadmill. I'm just going to pace up and down my flat, and I should do 10k. I'm at, how much am I right now? We're at 4k steps right now, and it's 9:20. So yeah, I can definitely do 10k today. So yeah, that's what it is, man. I just want that to be the non-negotiable thing, that I do 10k steps. It might end up being that I have to do a jog to be able to get them done, so I can do a shorter window of time of walking, right? Of the steps. Of course, if I run, I'm going to get more steps in, right? For a short period of time. So that's something I'm going to have to implement in my journey so that I can have more time for my day to obviously do more of my day, right? Than just spending like an hour and a half walking. But I think it's still very good for me to now and then do the 1 hour and a half walking. But yeah, anyway, take care guys, peace.